All right, Fede, I see you're wearing your Teladoc sweatshirt.
Yeah,
Vegans.
yeah, I love those. They are pretty good t-shirts.
How's your week been?
It's been good. It's really hot here. It's like 35 every day. I
Is
don't
it
know how
really
much
hot
that
or it's really
it's like
cold?
100 and I don't know. Let me 35 to Fahrenheit. That's like 95.
Yeah, that's warm. It's
Yeah.
cool. It's in the 60s. I don't know what that is in Celsius. Um, that I've been spending since I woke up. I've been working on this outro video. So like I got feedback from Jacob from Slack saying like, hey, you should make it more personable. And I'm like, that's a good idea. So I, I won't even name the software that I'm using, but it's very popular video editing software. The, the top dog in video editing software. And I have the package, all right, and the software that I use for doing editing of photos, photo editing, great. Like they have AI where I can highlight and do stuff. Video, on the other hand, is just a cluster
Not
because
fun.
there's just so much going on. And if you ask a question online, they're like, you need to take the 30 courses to learn how to use this thing. And I'm like, if you have legacy software where it's going to take someone hours to learn and figure out how to use your software, you're going to get destroyed by a startup that's going to come in and do like a prompt first type software.
Yeah, I bet that they are working on that probably.
So these big guys are going to get disrupted hard because I was just ready to rage quit, right? Like I was taking a video there, trying to get audio to working, and the audio wasn't coming out. And then I look online for solutions, and they're like, "Yeah, you need to toggle this on." I'm like, I have that toggled on. What the hell's going on here? And then I took it to another video editing software, and I was able to do it, but then it had static because like encoder decoder issues. So then I tried to bring it back to the other one to denoise it, and then the denoise didn't really work. And I'm like, yeah, this is just I'm just super frustrated, and look forward to uh, unsubscribing and then subscribing to some other software that's doing more AI first technology. So just I was, I sent you that GIF of the guy taking the keyboard, smashing his computer, walking over to the wall, punching it. And it's been a while since I've like rage quit anything in my life. So that was my morning. Didn't feel very productive at all because I was just like trying to get this stupid thing to work.
Yeah, it's
And
hard.
then what did I end up doing? Oh, so I'm doing a workaround. So which is what happens when you can't figure out how to do something. You start doing workarounds, right? Like the software should do it, but it's not. I can't figure out why not in a timely fashion, right? Like I'm sure I'm doing something wrong. There's some button that I didn't click. Okay, but there's no like help where I can go and like start chatting with the bot, be like, hey, I'm trying to do this, try these things. There's nothing like that. The help section is just like hard keywords to certain articles. So if you don't have the hard keywords match, I'm not getting articles to match. So the help is useless. And yeah, just a lot of frustration, today. So, but the workaround that I'm doing now is in StreamYard, I have the video and the audio separate. And so I hit play on the video, then I hit play on the audio, and then
Oh,
it goes over. I'm like, all right, that got it done. I should have just gone to that straight. The worry is as I'm doing the presentation that I'm not clicking the right thing or whatever. Right?
yeah,
So
they are not synced. Yeah.
yeah. So I'd be really quick, right? So we're gonna do practice run on Monday to make sure everything's going. Hey Zach, how's it going? So yeah, very frustrated. Um, but if anybody out there knows of some video editing software that I can do with prompts only, let me know. I do use InVideo, which is it's like you just give it the prompt and then it'll update the script, it'll update the video clips and whatnot. Although the outro video that I was doing, it's just like Slack Santa Barbara, outro video. And then all the clips were like people celebrating Christmas. So like they're in the office and they have Santa hats on. I'm like, dude, what the hell? Like, I mean, it would be December 5th, so maybe it'd be very festive, but I was like, no, I don't want to put that in there. So you saw the video. What'd you think?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah, if I try to do that video inside of the company I shall not name, like Voldemort, it would have taken me hours and hours. But with using NVIDIA.io, just a prompt, right? It generates it, and it's fantastic. So, and then then I can fine tune it. It gives me something that I can go in there and edit the script. I can edit the clips. I can do
Oh,
that.
nice.
The one thing's like some stuff I can't do is like I can't put like a certain overlay image on a particular portion of it, or there's a few things that I can't do yet, but I'm sure they're working on that sort of thing.
You have to use the
So
other software to do
what's
that.
that?
You have to use the other software to do
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So I have to go to land of Voldemort and then like watch 30 tutorial videos of how to overlay an image on there and then figure out how to render it out. It's really stupid. Like they have a rendering engine, right? So you have to export from here, then it sends it to another app, and then you have to hit export, and then it does some cloud stuff to export the video. So
Okay.
I'm just like, I just want a download button. Just give it to me. Like I don't want to go through this rendering process. There's all these buttons that are irrelevant to me, right? There's like all these filters, all these windows. I'm like looking around trying to find where this thing is because I'm looking on tutorials, right? I'm looking at tutorials online, and then they have the window that I don't have. So I'm like, okay, how do I find that window? Like, so yeah, I'm sure I'm not the only one, that's running into difficulties with some of these major software companies that have a crap ton of options. You don't know what's where, like I'm dealing with the NSF website, and that thing hasn't changed in over 10. It looks the same from 10 years ago when I did an application, right? So that website, the trademark website, we're trying to get the trademark for Haley, and I'm having the back and forth with their lawyers. That website is complete garbage. Like, and I put, I voiced that opinion because they sent me a survey, but I'm sure it just goes out into the like
No one
it's not going to do anything. But I shared my frustration. Like, you guys need to do user testing, and I would think these big companies are doing user testing, but they're probably like, oh, first watch 30 hours of video, and then we're going to user test you to see how usable it is. So I'm just going on my little rant about usability.
Yeah, I don't know that, but here is like every like public anything public. I don't know, for the government, all of those pages are garbage. I don't know why, but
they don't think about usability. The devs they're usually contractors, so trying to do it as fast as possible. They're not like, it's not like you implement it and you live with it forever, right? Like, when you're a missionary as opposed to a mercenary, you're like, oh, if I make this crap, I have to live with this crap and I have to deal with all the bugs and whatnot. So I better, take some pride in my work and do it right. But if you take contractors to do the work, they're trying to do it, as fast as possible, get paid and get out, right? They're not going to do testing. They're not going to do any of that stuff, right? So that's from the book Inspired, right? Missionaries, not mercenaries. So, but we're not trying to do that with Haley. With Haley, and this is why the reason we talked about doing slash commands, right? But to me, a slash command is like a command line thing, right? I have to know the command. I have to get training. So hence, I want to just talk with the chatbot and say like, hey, what can you do? How would I do it? And it just tells you how to do it, as opposed to like, oh, here is this 1 minute clip you have to watch that shows you to type in search before you type in whatever, right? So as much as a natural conversation with our product that we can make, that's going to be the best thing for the user, right? If they have to learn anything how to use it, like a keyword, right? That's gonna, it's friction to getting what you want.
Yeah, keyword is almost the same as a command.
Yeah, it's command line, right? Oh, or if I want to add arguments, right? Like search, but only search, minus date, start this, minus date, end this. No, I don't want to say like, hey, what did Fede say about the latest project in the last week, right? Or between, 2 months ago and 1 month ago. And then if the AI is smart enough to know, like, oh, you mean this time range, let me go and find that and then give you an answer. So just making it as useful as possible and have no learning curve. Like if you know how to speak English or any language, in fact, we support all the languages. Like we have Yura speaks Russian with Haley, right? And Haley responds with Russian. So the key takeaway for this one-on-one, Fede, is we just need to make it so it's just natural language. You don't learn anything. The only thing you have to learn is how to use Slack and how to talk to a bot. That's it. And if you know how to talk to a person in Slack, then it's going to be really easy to know how to talk to Haley. So anything else? I'm done with my rant. That was me venting. Like I was just fucking pissed. Sorry for cursing.
No, not much for me. I finished a few tasks, and today I'm going to try to make my script and record my presentation, so you can give me some feedback. And yeah,
I'm debating whether I should do a live section for me, or I can maybe do a recorded also, and then just wear the same clothes or something. Right? Oh, if you do record yours, wear the same clothes in the thing, right? So like, I think it'll be pretty obvious as pre-recorded or whatever. But we will have all of us available for questions. We'll do it in the live chat, and then we'll do it, and have people come on and then ask questions in person also. So depending who they want to talk to, and we got different ways that we do this. We can do.
Oh, nice.
There's this. Whoever's talking, the main person. There's different options here. So, all right, I'm done playing with it. Here, let me show you the videos. Oh, I don't know if it's going to show up here. No, it's not going to show up here. So in StreamYard, I have like the Upmortem brand, the Haley brand, and then I have the Slack SB channel, right? So they have different assets and whatnot. So, all right, Fede. We'll do we stopped doing stand-up on streaming because people don't care how the sausage is made, right? They just want to see if the sausage is tasty. So we'll just do a quick stand-up in Slack.
Okay.
All right.
See you there. Bye, everyone.